again. It is Pro Gamer 2121 here with it's a different type of video. Not a very different type of video. It's a different type of video. And today's video is a story video. Comment if you want more type of story videos, cause I don't know if you do or you don't. So this story is going to be based about my 4th grade experience. And now I'm in 6th, so that was 2 years ago. So let's just jump right into the story. So it started when I just walked in the door and people would give me a tour. Like those people in the main office, they'll be like, "Oh, hello, Eric. Here's your teacher for the year. Yada yada yada. These are where the gyms are, cafeteria. This is how the lunch system works. Blah blah blah." And the prior year, I went to the summer camp, right? And I knew a lot of kids. I had a lot of friends. But keep in mind, this is fat Eric. I'm really skinny now, but like keep in mind, this was when I was fat. So let's see. I walk into my classroom, right? And I look around and I see this one girl, right? Her name's Caitlin. And I'm just like, hey, she looks familiar. I should probably go say hi, because she was from my summer camp. You know, I didn't really talk to her much, but she was from my summer camp. So it's not like I talked to her much, but like I recognized her. And I didn't want to say anything, because how awkward would that be if I'm just like, hey, girl, you from summer camp? No. Who are you, you weirdo? It's like, it's awkward, yeah. So there was this one guy, right? I sat in this little corner. There was this small Asian guy named Alex. I think it was Alex. He was short, Asian, and smart. Then there was this other kid named Aiden, I'm pretty sure as well. He was Polish, and I'm Polish. So, I mean, we had that. And this kid would bring in Lego guys, and he'd give them to us for free. And I was like, this kid is awesome, because back, like, you know, I used to be obsessed with Legos. So then I was like, all right, cool. I think I found me some friends. There was other people in the class like Chris, Samantha. I'll get back to them, and Clay. I'll get back to him as well. So I'm sitting at lunch, right? And I'm just like really nervous. And then like there was this just moment where I thought I was with all these cool kids when really I was with like the nerds. Like, hello guys, hello. I'm Eric. Hello, I'm Aiden. Like, I thought I was with the cool guys, but really I wasn't. So, yeah, recess rolls around, and then I kind of want to make some more friends. And so I start talking to people, and then I find this girl's name, Samantha, right? And I start talking to her. I'm like, hi, how you doing? Blah, 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 blah. She's like, fine, fine, fine. Now, I'm a relatively funny guy, so I can make people laugh. I still do. And, like, I'd make her laugh a lot. And we became good friends, and then she introduced me into my friend, a good friend of mine named Chris. So she's like, this guy's Chris. I'm like, oh, hi, Chris. He's like, oh, hi, Eric. And then we just became friends. And then I tell more jokes in class. I get a little less shy, because at the time I was really shy. And then we had to take photos. And this is the back in the day when I didn't care about my hair. I would wear Minecraft shirts. Like literally creeper Minecraft shirts, and I'd give the ugliest smile ever. So my teacher took my picture, and it was such an ugly smile. Oh my god, I looked like freaking a demon thing. And she hung them in the room, and she's like, write about you. And I'm pretty sure I put as my favorite animal a tiger, which is not, it's a panda. And then like one of the things was things you like to do. At the time, I loved baseball. I still love baseball, but I put boxing. What? Why? Why would I put boxing? I box now. Like I dabble. I just, you know, don't do a lot of it, but I do some. But back then, I put it there, and I was like, oh yeah, I have like a 6-pack, yada yada yada. I'm so amazing. When I'm just some fat ass, I'm basically like, yeah, guys, I have a 6-pack. When really I have like 6 layers of fat. But yeah. By the way, I'm not fat anymore. I lost a lot of weight, but that's besides the point. You can see, watch my videos. But yeah, so I remember me making Samantha laugh a lot. So then recess rolls around again. This is a couple days after my first day of school. And then, because I was the new kid, and then, like, she introduced me into these other people, right? I don't really remember who, but she introduced me into these people. Samantha goes, or Sam, she's like, hi, meet Eric. He's really funny. tell them a joke. And then I thought to myself, oh, this is easy, till I realized I suck at what people say, tell me a joke. It's like, it's so hard to do. I do jokes off the top of my head. So then I said something like this. Yeah, guys, so, my sister, I opened the door, and she was on the toilet. Ha, 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 ha. Yeah, it was bad. And they were like, this kid's weird. And, like, I got a weird look. So then they're playing soccer, right? And, I get on this, like, monkey set. And then I meet this kid, Clay. Now, you guys know Clay from my YouTube videos. He's, like, a good friend of mine. Not that Clay. Trust me. So this Clay, let's talk. He kind of looks like a troll from the Lord of the Rings. Like, you know the guy who's like, my precious? He looks like that. He really does. So, like, I'm like, hello, my name's Eric, you're Clay. He's like, oh, hi, I'm dating this girl named, Allie. I was like, and your point? He's like, yeah. I was like, this kid is mad ugly. And then, like, the next day, he broke up with this chick. I was like, oh, my God. And fast forward a while. I'm going to go back. But he spilled his popcorn, and his mom was in the classroom helping out because it was, like, a Halloween thing. And then he says to his mom, Mom, pick it up or I'm going to be mean to you at home. Who does that? Who does that? Oh, jeez, Louise, man. But, I mean, so let's go back. Now, there's this net thing I'd crawl on with Clay, right? And I hated this kid. Like, I did. And I was, quote, popular. Like, Samantha knew me, Chris knew me. Like, all of these kids knew me, right? And I counted myself popular. And we were all, me, Samantha, Chris, and all my other friends were sitting on one side. And then Clay and a couple of his friends, he doesn't have any friends, were sitting on the other side. And I was like, let's do a roast session, right? And he's like, okay. And I said, your mom is so fat. She sat on an iPad and it became an iPod. I screwed that up. What I said was, your mom is so fat, she sat on an iPod, it became an iPad. And after everyone was like, oh, snap. And then Clay responds, your mom was so fat, she sat on a flat screen TV and made it a iPod. He was like, iPod. I was like, bruh, that's so bad though. And I was laughing, and then we would do yo mama jokes to each other, and I'd destroy this kid, right? So I start talking to this chick, Allie, his ex-girlfriend, right? He's like, this kid's a weird pedophile. You shouldn't talk to him. I'm like, I know this. So then I start dating Allie, right? So, like, me and her are dating, and I was rubbing it in Clay's face. I was like, hi, I'm dating your ex. But, like, I would get into heated fights with him. Like, he used to do this weird thing where he bites his fingers and he puts his arms on his neck and, like, squeeze. It was weird. And, like, I would just constantly be like, yo, you're weird, you know? And he's like, I'm not weird. I'm like, dude, you bite your finger. His fingers were like sausage. He had, like, sausage fingers. It was really weird. Like, burnt sausage fingers. But, I mean, yeah, so, he would go to the teacher, they'd send me to the principal's office, and blah, 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 blah. Then I meet up with this other kid, right? I don't really remember his name, but he would comment on my Instagram and be like, you're ugly, you're stupid, you look dumb. And then I went to the principal's office. I was like, well, he's bullied me, well. And then, like, he would be called to the principal's office, then I would be called, and then we'd have this dish out thing, right? And I always thought he was gay. And then he posted this thing on Instagram last night where he was like, I know nothing about being straight because I'm not, or something like that. I was like, I knew you were gay. But, yeah, he was always so weird. And then, yeah, let's fast forward. Gym rolls around, right? So, like, we're doing these running things, and then Caitlin makes a joke that I run like a mummy. I do. But, yeah, so we're all, hanging out, me, Sam, Chris, and, yeah. and Caitlin, and we're all just chilling, right? And then Clay comes over, and he says some stupid remark, right? And I got in such a big fight with him because I remember we were doing this weird thing with seats where they had wheels on them, and we'd have to do an obstacle course, right? And like he was screwing our team up, and I'd yell at him so much. I was like, "You're a fat, ugly-looking troll thing." And I was just like, he bothered me so much. So then me and Allie broke up, and yeah. So then I start, bothering Clay more and more and more. And it just became a normal thing, right? And then recess monitors would get into these things. And then finally I just couldn't take it. I expressed my true feelings for this child. I was like, "You're a dumb, fat, stupid, go stop eating your fingers, you weird thing." And I remember my parents sitting me down and they're like, "Eric, you're moving." I'm like, "No!" And then I was like, "Yes, no more Clay, but no more all these friends," right? So it's the last day of school. I'm like, "Guys, I'm gonna be moving, goodbye, yada yada yada." And then I move, and I don't talk to these kids for a while. I know their Instagram, but I don't really talk. I talk to the friends I have now. But then, bruh, my friends start texting me. I'm like, "This is awesome," right? And then everyone's like, "Yo, Clay is such a pedophile. He's creepy." I'm like, "Wow." And then I see a picture of him. He looks like even more like a troll, but with longer hair. So let's see. And then everyone's like, "You haven't seen Clay in a while. You want to pass a message?" I said, "The next time I see him, I'm going to sucker punch him in the face." And then they're like, "Okay, I'll tell him." But, yeah, guys, that was my 4th grade experience. It was not fun. I mean, there were fun parts to it. Oh, yeah, there was one more part. On Halloween, I think Clay was some wizard thing, and I kept on stepping on his cloak, and he kept on falling. It was funny. But yeah, guys, that was my 4th grade experience. Nothing crazy happened, no fist fights. I wish, though. But, I just kind of want to share that because my friend Sam just hit me up. She was like, "Hey, we should make a video about your 4th grade experience." And I'm like, "Yes, that's a good idea." And then I thought more story time videos and yada, yada, yada. So that was my 4th grade experience. It wasn't crazy, but it was not fun. I hated Clay. I really did. But yeah, guys, so that's going to do it for this episode of Story Time with Pro. So yeah, guys, so goodbye. Bye, 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 bye.
Hold me close till I get up. Time is barely on our side. I don't wanna waste what's left. The storms we chase are leading